You're listening to Stream Mix Radio. The worldwide party station.
CFMAM Productions.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, man. Radio has gotten boring.
Don't worry, we have a procedure for these situations.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Music Lovers Radio and Freestyle Lovers Radio. Radio stations bringing back the fun.
You may take a break.
Not us.
We never take a break. We're always on.
MiamiMikeRadio.com.
Music 24/7.
You're in the mix. In the mix. On Classic 407. 407. Banging all the hits.
FM.
You're listening to Vibe 24/7. 24/7. Banging all the hits you love. Feel the vibe.
LMC Radio, playing music to touch your heart, and your mind to make you feel good.
FreestyleForever.com.
Latino 407, la emisora donde vive el corazón de nuestra gente.
All right. Happy Sunday, buddy. Happy Sunday. Noel, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's up? Happy Sunday to everybody. And like always, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Every week we try to bring you a little something, you know. Top 10 countdown.
Yes.
Top 10 best songs of the freestyle for the week. And what do we have as an opening track, Alex?
The opening track was called "For King and Country," and the song was called "Amen." You know, it's a great song. Like I told you that every week we're going to start off with a spiritual song. I promised that to the Master above, the Almighty. To praise Him for the beginning of the show, and before we start the show, this way we get bigger blessings for the show. Last week we got a lot of reaction to it, especially on Twitter. People loved the track because the one from last week was called Joy. So same group. It was great track. So it's good to open up something for him, remind us that he's there all the time, and don't forget about him, that he'll protect you the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, never forget about him.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of, I wanted to kind of mention something as far as shout outs. I want to say we're very appreciative of everybody and the stations and everything like that, but I want to send a special shout outs to a couple people, one being Rachel Nana, who is obviously Freestyle Lovers, Music Lovers Radio.
Yes.
It's a platform that we're on right now in the chat room.
Yes.
And she's always and I know she's that's kind of her thing, what she does. Obviously she promotes all the shows and stuff like that, but and when it comes to us, I want to just acknowledge her because she does share our stuff.
Yes, she does. Yes.
She does share our flyers, and she's very supportive. She's always coming into the chat room and things like that. So I know they got a lot of moderators and all that, but the reality is she's the one that actually does that. So I want to send a shout out to her, and as an appreciation. And another person who's very nice, very sweet person, very supportive. Gonna be a nicer person. I don't know her in person, but over the years, she's been. I get a text from her every morning, wishing me a good morning. She's always checking up on me. That's really nice of her. And that is Kathleen Welsh.
Yes.
Very supportive. Real nice person. Like I said, she always sends me a little good morning. And sometimes I'm busy and I don't get a chance to say good morning back or something. I feel bad, but shout outs to her because I know that I'm sure I'm not the only one that she does that for, but she's genuine, and so I appreciate that. And one more person as far as the radio stations are concerned, is Julie Tanyan
Yes.
for LMC Radio, owner of LMC Radio.
Yes.
Shout outs to her because she too is always sharing our flyers.
Yes, she does, yes.
You know, I see them on Instagram. I see them all over social media. You know, so as far as the radio station, you know, she's constantly pushing that. There's a couple others that from time to time, but I see her that she's pretty consistent with it. You know, every time you know put out flyers, she's you know pushing them out. You know, putting them in different groups, sharing. You know, obviously, you know, LMC Radio is one of the stations that we broadcast onto, as well as the others. And we're very appreciative of that. But, you know, it's nice to kind of see that little extra, you know, that little extra push coming from the, you know.
This is great, yeah.
From the radio station owner, you know. But, yeah, so, and, you know, and they do this, I feel, genuinely. So I just, you know, I just felt that it was something, you know, to acknowledge. And
of
so,
course,
you know,
of
thank
course.
you to them.
Yeah.
You know, and just thank you in general. And like I said, we're always very appreciative of everything.
Yes.
Excuse me. We're always very appreciative, and we try to bring you guys a decent show every week. Like I said, top 10 countdown. We try to bring you new debuts.
Yes.
You know, whenever they come in. You know, nothing's perfect. You know, our show's not perfect. No show is perfect.
No.
And I can definitely go in and different shows and point out 10 things that are wrong, but I won't do that. But you know, but overall we try to bring you guys a decent show and, you know, something fun. Sunday evening, you know, kind of finish out the weekend. And yeah, just wanted to kind of mention those things, and let's move on. Alex, what do we got?
And before we start our countdown, we're gonna have a special guest recording artist NV tonight on the show.
That's right. So for all of you that tuned in to listen to our countdown, welcome. If you're new to the show, welcome. If you're tuning in on the stations, we appreciate it. We will have him on the show here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Don't go anywhere. Share. Sharing is caring, and yeah, let's continue on.
All right, let's begin the countdown. But before I begin the countdown, for all the new peoples out there that wants to get involved in the countdown to vote in, you must have a Twitter account. Follow Freestyle Spotlight on Twitter, and you know we'll with every tweet and retweet gets added onto the countdown. Plus, if you are not able to get to the Freestyle Spotlight on Twitter, you could always reach out to me, inbox me, or Noel, and you give us your votes there for this week's countdown. And if you're a DJ, or a producer, or even an artist, you can contact myself and or Noel, and we'll put you into the voting group that we got each and every week for the countdown.
Yeah, or you can just go on Facebook. You know, we've been getting a lot of votes and you know, things coming from that angle. You know, very simple. The point is just tell us what you want.
Yes.
Tell us what you want to hear. Vote. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have to write it on the wall, spray paint. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Just let us know what you want.
Yeah.
And we'll add those votes in, and you know, we'll see where that group or artist or whoever lands on the countdown.
Yeah. And
if we have a debut, you hear it, you like it, you know, you can vote on the debut.
Yeah.
Because that's how those songs get onto the countdown. Is once we debut them on the countdown.
Yeah.
Not on the countdown itself, but during the show. And some make it, some don't.
Yeah.
You know, we say, hey, you know, we give you the list. This is what you like, or you hear it. Oh, I like that song. I want to vote on it. You know, just let us know. Very simple.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what do we got for number 10, Alex?
Coming in at number 10, this is going to count. They're making its 25th appearance on the show. Was number 10 last week. And number 10 is Karina with Take Me Away, the New Era remix.
Still at the edge of the cliff.
Yes, still there, yeah.
Holding on, just kind of balancing there.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Number 10 this week in the countdown. That was Karina with Take Me Away, the New Era remix. Coming in number 9 this week in the countdown, making its 17th appearance in the show, was number 8 last week. And number 9, here's Rebecca with Enough. right, show number 9 this week in the countdown. That was Rebecca with Enough. Coming number 8 this week in the countdown, making its 6th appearance in the show, was number 8 last week. And number 8, here's Luis Guarveras with Rescue Me. right, channel number 8 this week in the countdown. That was Luis Guaveras with Rescue Me. Coming number 7 this week in the countdown, making its fifth appearance in the countdown. It was number 2 last week, so it made it jump back all the way to number 7. Here's Romero with Where Do I Belong? right, show number 7, this week in the countdown. That was Romero with Where Do I Belong? Coming in number 6 this week on the countdown, making its 24th appearance on the show, was number 4 last week. And number 6 is here's Mambo LeBron featuring Chrissy Ice and Mr. Woods with Take Me Away.
Let's take it to the streets.
Your love knocking me out like Ali. The essence of your presence, godly. The creme de la creme, with kids and Tam Talk. You don't need no other body. Take you away to the Fiji Island just to hear you say, would you do the assignment? Trip you a diamond ring, the fine thing. Show you why I'm the king. Please sing.
My hands, I forget about the sad
All right, track number 6 this week in the countdown. That was Mamba LeBron featuring Chrissy Hayes and Mr. Woods with Take Me Away. You know, they're dropping off little by little, going up to the away from the top 5, you know?
Yeah, but we all know how that goes.
Yeah.
Because I think they dropped down to like 8 or something or 9, and then they just shot back up to number 1.
That's
so
true.
I'm not even gonna worry about that. But you know, interesting. I tell you what, this song, every time I hear it, it's like I would pay to see this. You know, at a club,
live,
you know, or more like a concert,
Yeah, live concert,
you know, not so much a club. I could see Chrissy, you know, obviously singing and dancing. Mr. Woods singing and dancing. You got a couple of extra, you know, background dancers.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got Mambo in the background there playing his piano or you know his instruments back. I could just see that happening. You know, some nice lights, light action. I'll pay to see that.
Same here. Yeah, we'll do it too.
The song, you know, it's gonna happen at some point. So I mean, this is a song that's gonna withstand the test of time.
Yes,
I believe so. It's just a really good song.
It is.
Really. I heard it the first time. I said I was like, damn, the first time I heard it, the very first time. So, and you know, song of the year last year, 9 weeks at number 1. I mean, it's countless, and it's still at number 6. You know.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
You know, on the countdown. So you know, it's gone down, it's gone back up. So. You know, also, if Mambo's listening, hey, bro, I know you sent me a friend request the other day, but you got way too many people on your Facebook, man. I can't accept a friend request. It won't let me accept it, I should say.
Wow, okay.
So you have to get rid of at least one person. So I can accept it. I can be friends with you. But yeah, no, this song's amazing. These people, Chrissy, Mr. Woods, Mambo, great people, very humble.
Yes, they are.
You know, and so they deserve all the success. And like I said, this song's gonna be here for the long haul. So, Mambo LeBron, Chrissy, and Mr. Woods with "Take Me Away" at number 6.
That's right.
So what do we have?
Well, real quick before we go, you saw that big drop that Romero did? He was at number 2 and dropped to number 7. That was crazy.
Look, I don't know what's going on because is he like Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I mean, he's just, you know, he's like going up and down, he's zigzagging, you know, because he keeps the webs, you know. I don't know because, you know, he goes from like 10, he was at the cliff, the edge of the cliff, then he shoots up to number 2, which I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, never did. Yeah,
and then he drops back down to number 7.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like, I mean, is he on like a, I don't know, like a seesaw or something? I don't know, you know. So that's interesting. Luis Guevara is still in the countdown at number 8 with "Rescue Me." Rebecca, slowly, but again, these songs can go down. They can go right back up.
That's true. Yeah.
She's at number 9 this week. So yeah, she has been kind of slowly dipping down.
Yeah.
But you know, you never know. And Karina, "Take Me Away." Her version, or her "Take Me Away," I should say.
At
the edge of the cliff at number 10. So
yeah, that's right.
You know, but I don't know.
So
we'll see what happens.
So our artist is ready right now. NV, you ready to get in?
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's in there.
Wait, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. All right, y'all. We're back here live with the LOF series. We got a very special guest, international and recording artist, NV. Welcome to the show.
What up, brother?
What's up?
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute since we last spoke. And since I noticed recently, you've been busy since then, the last time we spoke.
Yeah, we've been doing some stuff, man. I've gotten a chance to reconnect with a lot of the old folks, you know, from back in the day. It's been that's everything right there, bro.
Yeah.
So definitely, man. Good things.
Yeah.
Been to Florida. I mean, everywhere lately now. It's like it's blessings. Blessings all around.
And I saw you've been in Brazil, and you must have a lot of fun out there in Brazil because there's a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, man, Brazil. Well, you know, I toured there through the '90s a lot. Like we did like 28 shows in 30 days. You know,
Wow.
well, no, it was 28 shows in 42 days.
Wow, that's a lot.
In 1991. Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, dude. So we toured, and when we did stuff over there, it was like soccer stadiums. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
you know, yeah, you know, so, and that was back then, but still, there's such a love for that old school sound down there. They love that old school sound, man. They just do, you know. And thanks to, big props to Stevie B for having the whole event and inviting me down.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, a lot of people got invited through Stevie B. That was great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so let's go talk about your very beginnings. How did it all start off for you, and how did you get into High Power Records? Because that's where it all started off for you.
Yeah, like again, massive blessings, man, to have landed on High Power. At the time, they were like super independent in the freestyle genre, you know, and as soon as I got there, like things turned around pretty quickly. Like within the first 3 years of me being there, they got national distribution, and I mean we were able to have budgets for all of our music going forward. The production changed, the marketing changed. I would say that although freestyle at that time was probably diminishing in New York City, it was still taking off regionally, like in Philly and Texas and California. So for me, even though I was from New York, I was going over there. So my first taste of it was traveling. It was actually touring. It wasn't home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that was eye-opening too, because when I came home, everybody I knew was on the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, I had shows in other states. So you know what I mean? So it just, yeah, it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. I give thanks to everybody that I met along the way, and the people that I got to work with, and Tony Garcia and High Power Records. Absolutely.
My heart will be her. looking for some love. That's some kind of love, that special love that I've been wanting. I'm looking for some love. That's some kind of love, that special one that I've been wanting.
There was one time you worked with Sammy Sohn. How was that experience with him?
Sammy, wow. Sammy's like a brother, bro. To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That relationship goes back to before music. You know? I don't know how he tells it. I can tell you. I'm gonna tell it like I know.
Speak it from your perspective.
Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So when I met Sammy, it was before Envy. I was not Envy. I was just Noel. You know what I mean? Like I was just a guy who hung out with a lot of people who were in the business, like people who danced for other huge artists, like all these artists in the 80s and late 80s who hit Billboard charts, like they were on Cutting and Fever, and they were everywhere. I had friends who were dancing and for them, and they were on tour, and it got me in the room. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have interest for music back then. I just loved the party. You know, I was more of an athlete. So, but then, of course, like every athlete, I got hurt and I couldn't continue with that. And then music kind of found me. So I went with Sammy. We went to I went to an event with a group of friends, and it was thrown by a man named Eddie Rivera. Okay. You ever heard that name before?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Like he's world famous. I mean, he got so many people started.
Yeah.
A lot of, again, those 80s legends, early 80s legends, late 70s. He was a legend in the business, man. He used to make great connections with the radio stations and get everyone the proper promotion and airplay, you know, that most underserved artists wouldn't get. You know what I'm saying? Like from inner cities, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, bunch of brown kids. And he was like, nah, blessing, getting everybody on the radio, getting everybody airplay, getting Columbia Records and Sony and everybody involved. Like he started so many huge careers. And he took a liking to me as a person. Like, you know, he knew I wasn't involved with music like that, but he, you know, I was always in the room, and I was a party kid. Like I was a club kid. You know, I mean, I had a fake ID. I would get into clubs, so I was around that whole ambiente. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, with Sammy, I was at one of these RPBC Monday night feedback parties, and I had been to a few of them, and the way that worked was Eddie Rivera would have his stable of DJs. They all were massively influential in radio, okay? Yeah. And they would come to his studio. He had like a cool studio where he would do like Monday night events. And the artists would perform there. CSC Music Factory performed there. Lisa performed, talking about some real shit. He had New Kids on the Block there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this was not for play. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this is real intimate, because like I said, it's in somebody's kind of house, apartment kind of thing. Exactly. So in there, we I don't remember who would perform that night, but I'm pretty sure it might have been Rick Astley. I don't even remember. I think it was something like that. And all I remember was crossing the room, or maybe it wasn't Rick Astley, but I crossed the room. I get a tap on the shoulder, and it's Sammy Sohn. First time I ever seen his face. I was like, who is this person? And he was like, looking at me like he kind of already knew me, like he already had plans for me. And I was like, okay, you know. So then he was like, hey, do you sing? And there is another part of that story I'm gonna give you at the end. Okay. As far as me and music, because me and music, we go back too, but that's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? So as far as Sam goes, as soon as he saw me, he believed in and he shared his music with me, and he told me about his group and how the other people weren't going to be in the group anymore, and he still needed to complete the group, and he thought that I would be a perfect addition, and we hit it off, bro. He's been my brother ever since. Basically, we recorded "Party in Tears" for New York Tracks Records. Man, I sucked, Lex. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started, like I said, I really wasn't that much of a singer. So I was just like, I was just yelling. You know what I'm saying? I was doing what I could with records. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have, like, Sammy was a natural singer. Like Sammy, when he opened his mouth, notes that were beautiful came out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like now, I think my shit's sick. But back then, I wasn't a natural gifted. I mean, I had a nice tone. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like playing with it, like the versatility that I have now, where I could go into a falsetto and then break down to a baritone, I couldn't do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not a thing. You know, like now, I almost built myself into a tenor now, and I wasn't that. Even when I was doing at the height of N&B, I wasn't a tenor. I feel like I was, like, you know, I wasn't that yet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that's you know, the voice is like a muscle. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned later on was that a lot of the people around me, these younger people, like the Sams and the great vocalists, they were using that muscle long before I was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was already like ready. It was seasoned and ready. You know what I'm saying? So great. I got nothing but love for Sammy. Sammy's on, man. He deserves everything. The kid is awesome. And he wrote Crystal Waters, which is one of my favorite songs that I have. You know? Yeah. So Crystal Waters is a great song. Great song. And yeah, so as far as music goes for me, right? So my dad is a salsero. Like he would come with the you know how when they have the Puerto Rican parade in New York City, that each town in Puerto Rico comes represented with the band. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, he would come for Guanica. He came for Guanica. He represented Guanica. You know what I'm saying? And he was performing in the clubs, and that's how he met my mom. You know, which is ironic. So, yeah. So I kind of have, you know, music in my blood. You know, I've had it already. So I think I was fighting that though. You know how when you're young, you're like, nah, you're rebelling. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he did that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be happy. I want to be a baseball player. Yeah. But things happen.
Tell us about some kind of love. I know that was a big hit, and plus you had a music video for that song. Tell us how that all went down.
Yeah, some kind of love was so I figured out a long time ago, like watching guys like Sam and being around people in the music business. I always kind of wrote poetry, and then the poetry would turn into music later on. You know what I'm saying? But Some Kind of Love was the first song that I actually got a chance to help with the composition. You know, because a lot of the times back then, and I don't know if it was like this for everybody, but the way that it was like for a lot of us was we would get a beat that was finished. The producer would say, "This is the song. You write around that." You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know back then that was a hell of a skill to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it almost feels like that's the natural way to do it. You know? Yeah. But later on, as I learned music and learned, like, you know, composition, you know, naturally, I realized, man, this stuff does sound different when you actually compose the music to the lyrics. And not writing lyrics to music that's already composed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Although I do like that, because that's collaboration. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's giving you a finished song, a beat, and saying, put your words on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you blessing me like that, I'm gonna put my all into that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I always looked at that like, that's a lot of trust. You know what I'm saying? Because each of these projects take time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's home putting a lot of work into shit. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna just do a quick 1, 2, 3 song, like, no, that guy put a lot of work into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's rethink that. Let's see if there's a hidden melody here you could do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some other way to bring out the melody. You know what I'm saying? To bring out the whole prettiness of the acoustic. Yeah. You know?
What's your inspiration though? Like, what inspires you to, you know, write a song, or, you know, things like that? Like, what, you know, are you driving and one day just like, you know, you kind of driving, you know, looking off to the sunset, and you know, what's your inspiration?
By the way, you know you got a great name.
Yeah, you know what they say. No, two no's is better than one.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's hard to actually have two of us in the same room and one, and that's rare too.
Now you know what Noel stands for, right? You know what it means.
Yeah. We but that's what I'm saying. Look, how are you gonna have a name like Noel and not be a party person? Think about that. If your name is a holiday, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing rings bells.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rings bells.
You gotta bring the party. You gotta bring that party. It makes sense that you're a DJ. I'm an entertainer. Doesn't that make sense? It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think all Noel singers are entertainers in one way or another.
Probably, dude. There's some great ones. There's a Noel Coward's a great playwright. I did a study on a bunch of Noels at one time in my life. You know, when you get to a point, you're like, who else is a Noel?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You start looking up on,
Yeah.
Start figuring out.
Of course, the great Noel Pagan, Silent Morning.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the originators of this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know.
Silent Morning.
Yeah. Inspiration, I think, brother, inspiration comes from living. I think, I get asked a lot of questions from young people, and it's always that, right? Because sometimes people find it hard to put words and all their emotions into those words. It's not so much the song, it's finding the words, right? And ironically enough, okay, I was watching some of the Oscars yesterday, and what I caught was the great Diane Warren. Y'all know who Diane Warren is?
Yeah, I know who's that.
Diane Warren is a genius songwriter. She wrote Don't Want to Miss a Thing for Aerosmith. And then she wrote Unbreak My Heart for Tony Braxton.
Yeah.
She wrote for Whitney Houston. I mean, she's written for everyone. You know what I'm saying? To this day, at one point, if you wanted a hip hop record, even Expose, and I think maybe Stevie B had Diane Warren record. I'm not sure if Because I Love You. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But she's written for a lot of people. I mean, she started in the late 80s, I think, or no, in the 70s or something like that. So Jefferson Starship. Yeah. So songwriting is like, it's just making words fit feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that when you read a good book, you get that. You know what I mean? I think that my songwriting is a little bit more playful. It's not as serious as some people. Like my personal stuff is a little bit more like Some Kind of Love, where it's like, if you listen to Some Kind of Love, there's two different choruses inside there. There's one going, I'm looking for some love, some kind. And then underneath there's, I'm looking, what's that other one? I want to find some kind of love. I want to find. Yeah, so there's another chorus right inside it. There's like two choruses inside there, and they both just add to the same emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, I recently got a song, can't really talk a lot about, for a duet, where it's like, it's different than that. Like, they wrote the song in a way where it's a back and forth, and I've never kind of had that before. So it's like, it's different. Every time I listen to it, I get into it even more, because I never heard that, like two voices just going back and forth in that style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not in this genre. Normally it's like, I sing, da, 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 and then you sing, da, da, and then
like Dream Boy, Dream Girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is great. Again, amazing. But I to push the boundaries, like with what I just heard, I kind of like that too. I think that, like you said before, a lot of the artists you have to push the boundaries of. So look, are you guys in the mind? You guys, because freestyle is not really dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it lives in it lives in all pop music. Like, there's remnants and it's derivatives of it everywhere. If you just listen to like any song modern day, there's something in it, and that's because all music modern day now is derivative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but we've reached a place now where everyone's sampling stuff, and we're going to keep reusing old stuff, and that's okay if we repurpose it and make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? But that's really what we're hearing. know. So when you tell me that the artists now are putting on the genres, mixing, that's kind of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it took me a long time to find my sound. You know what I mean? Like, and I know what my sound is now. You know, I might not have known it 10 years ago when I first came back.
Yeah.
I was still trying to figure it out again. You know? But now I know exactly what the hell I want to sound like. You know what I'm saying? To the point that if I get a record that don't sound like I want it to sound like, no one's ever going to hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm that dude. No one's gonna, you know how many songs I got on my hard drive? Remember when DMX said he had like a bunch of songs? Dude, I got a bunch of songs no one's ever gonna hear.
Hey, do you get any inspiration from that Elvira doll you got back there?
Oh yeah, you got an
Or
Elvira.
poster? Actually, you got a Chucky doll back there too.
Chucky doll and his bride, yeah.
Dude, come on, right? Mistress of the Dark, right?
Yeah.
Mistress of the Dark, yeah. That's, and I'm telling you because everybody's obviously going to notice that as we're watching. You know, they're watching this. Yeah. They're going to be like, okay, so
I don't know if you
what is all that going on? What's all that in the background? You got to explain that. There's no way you could just. What's going on back there?
Man, dude, we're huge collectors here.
Oh,
I see.
Like
yeah.
There's like man, I don't even know where to start, bro. I'm gonna have to give you like
skeleton,
tours.
Jack Skeleton. What is the skeleton? What's his name?
Jack Skeleton is hugging her.
Yeah.
And then we got him again over here.
Yeah.
We got some more horror stuff over here. And some of my favorites are like over there.
Do you have any like Jason or Freddy or anything like that?
Oh yeah, dude. We got that. We got statues. Right?
Oh wow.
And then there's some like more of these, which I don't know what we're gonna do with those. But there's some Hellraiser down there. Dude, remember Spider-Man is Amazing Friends?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Y'all remember that? Yeah, do you remember that muñequito? That was awesome.
Yeah.
See, when we grew up, we had innocent muñequitos. You know what I'm saying? Our cartoons were so innocent. At the end of it, they would have that thing where it says, the more you know. Remember? Like,
I remember that, yeah. I remember
like He-Man, every time there was always, at the end, there was like, you know, next time, you know, be nice to your friends, and, you know, there was always a more to the story at the end of the show.
That's true,
They had good jingles, bro. They knew how to market. They had good jingles. It was like, remember? You know
I remember.
Yeah, they always had all those cartoons had nice music. It's always like stuck in your head, you know. When you say we, is that you and your who you're referring to when you say we?
My wife. My wife is a huge hardhead. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's a nice collection you guys get.
Yeah, nice collection. I see the Crypt Keeper there too as well.
Yeah, dude, that one. Not
oh yeah, he's kind of off to the right there. Yeah, he's almost camouflaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's gotten to the point where I don't know really want to keep putting shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, but we love that, man. We like pop culture heads. I've been like this my whole life, so to find a woman who loves it too, it was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally you gotta hide your stuff in your man cave. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hide your
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so to be able to put it in my living room, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool, dude. Trust me, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
My next question was, you worked with Carlos Barrios. Tell us about that experience with Carlos.
Well, you know, again, right? Like that, you know, that to me is like pretty awesome, right? Because I don't know. The way I look at that is like this, right? First of all, Carlos is awesome.
Yeah.
He's an amazing talent.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The stuff that we did together to this day bangs. And it's 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? So forget about it. And I got to know him, which is really cool. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes when you do work with somebody, you don't really get to, you know, but which is really cool. Great guy.
Carlos the Midas touch.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. And his ear is impeccable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things like, you know, you work with other people and you're like, oh, you know, you let that pass. Nah, not me, because I'm very like I said before, I'm extremely, I'm like OCD when it comes to shit like that. But him, what I got back, I don't think I said anything had to be fixed. You know how when you hear something, you're like, this is shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is how it's supposed to sound. You know what I mean? It's perfect the way it is. So yeah. But as far as him as a legendary freestyle producer, man, when I think about it,
from the moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew that we would be two, and I wouldn't be one anymore. So I took my time sliding over to you, wanted to see how you move, and now, girl, I feel you even more. There are no words to describe this feeling I feel inside. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. From the first time I held you in my arms, you set off my heart's alarms like nothing I've ever felt before. Now I've got you here, feeling me too. You like how I move, and now, girl, you want me even more. There's no way to disguise this feeling I feel inside. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. There's no way to disguise this feeling I feel inside. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know, baby, you don't know, baby, you don't know what you do to me. I go, Crimes of Love was technically the first song to have the Planet Rock beat on it. Okay? Because it came out in 91.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, the difference was that was a mix, right? But so when Tony put the beat on Susie, that became the actual song. There is no other mix. That's the song. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when the Planet Rock beat took off, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the version everybody hears. There is no other version, right? With Crimes of Love, if you had the 12-inch, that is not on there. You understand what I'm saying?
Interesting.
He released it, but he didn't put it out, not for sale. That ended up on the back of Girl You Hear Me Crying. It was on the B side of that. So for me, I go, wow, we were the first ones with the Planet Rock beat, which after that became literally the freestyle beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For years, Got to give credit to Tony Garcia for that. I mean, there's no way around that. That's exactly how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And right around that time, Carlos with the new school beat. With the do-do-da. I mean, that was right around that time too.
Yeah.
So having been able to work with the two people who had those legendary beats that kind of they kind of wrote the genre for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty awesome, dude. That was pretty awesome. Big time. Actually, yeah, big time.
Yeah, he's kind of like. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying as far as Carlos, he's like honestly, he's like the king of freestyle. Yeah. I mean, everything that he's done when it comes to that.
No, dude, there's no one.
It's untouchable.
When Carlos does a production, I can't see another producer taking it and going, "Oh, let me add something." You see my point?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to add. It's kind of perfect the way it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, normally that's exactly what it is. You know, so yeah. I mean, you know, producers from that era. Look, we talk a lot about how artists don't get their dues. A lot of these producers didn't get their dues either for what they achieved back then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's, you know, without a lot of these legendary producers, the Elvin Molinas, you know, the Barrios and Garcia, and, you know, Chris Barbosa. You know, there have been some amazing producers in this genre, you know, and we just hope that, you know, when you remember the artist, you remember the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like it all goes kind of hand in hand, right?
Yeah,
like,
it does.
It's kind of hard to separate them, don't you think? Like, can you separate NV from Tony Garcia? That's a tough one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of why I always wondered. Like, I get people being angry, and you know, dissing a person or not having a relationship with them anymore, but if you're gonna have revisionist history, right, and think about it differently now than it was back then, one, you're lying to yourself, which is never good, and two, you're not giving proper due. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find that we're you know, like I keep saying, with a man like Tony Garcia, he achieved a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even it might not be great, you know what I mean? But when you think about how smart it was to put your name on a record.
Yeah.
And this is pre-P. Diddy. This is before P. Diddy. Before P. Diddy got in the video and started making himself part of the video.
Yeah.
Tony Garcia knew that the future of music was producers, people knowing who producers were. You know what I'm saying? He knew, I mean, did we as an artist like it? Shit, I wrote it into my contract that he couldn't do that shit. That's why if you look at my album, ain't no Tony Garcia featuring on it. And the singles, not many of them have Tony Garcia featuring, only in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's ways around that if you build yourself too, you know? But as far as he goes, he was kind of ahead on a lot of that stuff. Yeah. He had a good idea of what was happening. The problem was that the genre was already kind of fading out in the States, you know?
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's too bad at that period of time, you know, it was kind of starting to, you know, go down. But the good thing is that at the end of the day, freestyle never went away, you know, fully. No. You know, obviously it's not on the top 40s and
thanks to guys like you
at the moment.
And Lex, that's real talk. It's because of you guys and other guys who are out here, you know, heralding it always, championing it always. You know, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that, and we also appreciate the fact that, you know, we have a lot of new artists that are throwing their hats into the ring, you know, so to speak, and you have a lot of the legends that are just banging out, you know, just new bangers, you know, and it makes, you know, what we do that much more fun because we get to, you know, bring that, you know, you guys give us stuff, we push it out. Obviously, that's how it works. Yeah. You know, we have the different stations we work with. We have the, you know, social media, you know, chat rooms, yada yada yada. You know, mixes. I do mixes. You know, and all these different things. You know, and that's just different ways for us to kind of filter everything and then push it out to you know, the masses, so to speak. You know, and keep things, you know, moving forward. You know. And it makes things fun because if you were just recycling the same songs over and over and over and over and over and over, you know, I mean, which
it would be tough.
It
would be tough.
You know, it'd be kind of tough to maintain a weekly countdown or anything like that if everything's from, you know, 35, 40 years ago, you know. But You know, new music is good.
Yeah,
though.
like
Music is really nice.
I just recently researched your stuff, and you got 2 recent new tracks called "My Heart Is Breaking" and "Gone for Good." Tell us about those.
Yeah. Well, "My Heart Is Breaking" is a very personal song. It started out great. Talk about inspiration, right? So there was a big loss in my family like a few years ago, and I think that the melody started in my mind around that time, and then something else happened, and it just kind of compounded. And next thing you know, that the song kind of wrote itself. You know, it's a different song for me. It's not traditional freestyle. I mean, there are a couple of cuts that are dance music, but it's more of like a pop song. You know. And then my range in it is is different too, so it shows a little different side, you know.
Painful and cruel to me. Our love was dying and I couldn't see. You were unhappy and you wanted to leave. Our days were numbered then. I tried so hard to please you. Poured ice like rain to freeze you. Cried a river of tears all for you. A pain I can't resist. And now your kiss, your warm embrace. I can't accept I won't be touching your face. Like memories we're fading away. Why did it have to end? I tried so hard to please you. Poured ice like rain to freeze you. Cried a river of tears all for you. A pain I can't resist. And now
look, quite frankly, dude, I've never been the type to keep making the same freaking song over and over again. If you listen to Some Kind of Love, the album, there are no 2 freestyle songs that sound exactly alike, and that's purposely done. Yeah. I never, because that's boring for me. First of all, it's boring for me to record, and it's boring for me to perform, right? Because, like, what are we doing? You know, like, it's great to listen to. Like, I remember when I was young, I had this master tape of the same beat over and over. Remember Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Reggae record was huge for a time.
Yeah.
Well, somebody put that beat and a bunch of different records on the same tape with the same beat, dan, over and over, and I rocked that thing till it broke. But not for me personally. Like, if I had to go on stage and sing the same thing, whew, that would be tough, bro. That's a tough sell. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine a comedian going up there and doing the same joke every night.
Yeah.
That's tough. You know?
Yeah, because when that new beat comes in, the crowd gets, energized, because now you're changing tones, you're changing beats, and people are like, oh, here we go, we're moving on, to the next song.
And Noel, maybe you know this as a DJ, okay? Because some DJs have told me this. For me, what you said is important, okay? But honestly, like, I give 110% when I'm on stage, whether there's 1 or 1,000 people out there, okay? And the reason why that's important for me is because, like, I gotta get my inspiration. If I go somewhere and I'm just counting on the inspiration of the crowd, I failed. I'm failing myself because I might get a crowd. Maybe they had a rough night, or maybe they're fighting. There's some domestic shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know, right? So I think DJs, I always thought DJs had to, you want people to feel what you feel, right? Like, you want them to go with your vibe. You know what I'm saying? So if you show up with a party vibe, that's what's happening. You know what I mean? And I feel like at most freestyle parties, like, there's never no violence. We're here for love. The love songs are about love, and everybody loves each other. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why even when we were young, like, it never got that crazy. Not on a freestyle party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't, so that vibe, like, you want to put that out, and all of a sudden everybody's got your vibe. And you just created something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And now, you and those people, you're sharing a moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's when they whip out their phones and you just lose yourself. Often, I don't even know what's happening. I look later on and I'm like, damn, I did that. I didn't even know I grabbed that lady's phone and I walked down the stage and went somewhere else and started looking at other people and came back and gave it to her.
The power of improvisation.
You just, yeah, bro. It's just about, like, again, you gotta love your music. Like, I keep saying that because when I spoke to Lex 10 years ago, the reason why I hadn't been around in freestyle was because I lost that love. Because you sometimes fall out of love with things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I came back, it's
believe me, I know.
back into it. Yeah, dude, right? And music, just like that, you fall back in love, something happens. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was this little song, You Don't Know. It just kept coming back to me.
Yeah.
For a year and a half, it just hit me. Like, I would be doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'd be humming. And then one day my friend looked at me. He said, "What is that? Where'd you hear that?" And I was like, I don't know. He was like, "That sounds like something." I was like, "I think I did that. I think that's something I did." And he was like, "Well, you should do something with that." And then after that, he did the background, and I recorded the record, and we got Carlos to do a remix. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just. And then since then, music has kind of found me again. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be listening to a beat, somebody will send me something, and I'm like, oh, wow, I think I have something for this. You know? Or like, oh my God, as long as that's happening, I'll keep making music. You know what I'm saying? But when that stops happening, now we're just lying. You can't lie. I feel like in the world we live in with the internet and everybody watching and everybody being able to have everybody's information, you can't fake shit no more.
Yeah.
You can't just be like
Milli Vanilli no more.
Yeah, no more.
Exactly. That shit is not gonna work. You know what
Although
I'm saying?
some try though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, and that's another thing too. Like I found old tapes of me singing live everywhere I went. You know what I'm saying? Because even back then, you know, the one thing you have, like I told you guys before, when I started, I didn't feel like I was a great vocalist. So of course, if I got issues with my vocals, what do you think I was doing all the time? I was trying to sing, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to prove something. You know what I mean? I'm out here trying to prove something.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been there, but I know exactly how that feels like. Now, dude, I wake up and my falsetto's like, ah! I'm like, how the hell I did? I never been able to do that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was not a note that I could do. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell happened? So I guess, I mean, they say that as you get older, that muscle starts to expand and contract, and and yeah, I think that all works together with still loving the music and still doing it, performing live. Like there's a great set on YouTube, on my YouTube page at NV. You don't need anything else, just n.v.
Okay.
And that page is blowing up. I got all my old music on there. I have total control of all that whole thing, so it's a beautiful thing. But there's a bunch of new videos on there, and a reprint of the Some Kind of Love video, okay, where we remastered a little bit. It's still SD, but it looks a little bit better than before. It sounds a little bit better than before, so you know what I'm saying? And there's a live clip from Brazil that I did with the band, a song called Quando Tu. And they played it and I sang it, and I've gotten so much love off that clip because I a lot of people, when they hear freestyle, they don't realize that a live band can play that. It could look this way. And for me, it's kind of extra special because it's like, it goes back to what Noel said, right? That's a new song. That's a song that people didn't hear. So if I'm performing it there, we start at the beginning of the song, right? And everybody's watching, and if at the end of the song everybody's like clapping like they've heard this song before, you win. That's the goal. You know what I mean? You did your job. You know what I mean? They never know that song, but they left here going, man, I feel like I've heard that before. That's a dub. You know what I mean? That's what you want as far as that inspiration, and that's how you can pass that inspiration on to the people.
That's good. So Envy, where can the fans find you at? Do you have a site, a website for people to find you there? And where can they, if they want to book you, where can they go to?
So it's pretty much one-stop shopping. You could go to noelvalei.com, and the booking info is there. Or you could book me through Mark at DTF Radio. That's my team in Brooklyn. Facebook, NV is Noel Valei. TikTok is fun. And Instagram, you already know all those wonderful places. But like I said, the YouTube, we're doing a lot more on there. I had to struggle with Google to get back my old songs. So I don't know if you guys know this, but before on YouTube, everyone's music was with the producers and the labels. You know what I'm saying? So, finally we got them now. And it's just nice to actually have everything in one place now, especially on that platform. But at n.v. and everything is there as far as that goes. Everything connects. All the website information is there. And as far as new music goes, I have 3 projects right now. It's just a matter of which one finishes first, which producer submits, and we get everything done and put out. So I don't think they're going to make it for March. I could be wrong, but I think April looks pretty good. So I should have new music that's not the songs that you guys have recently talked about. For March, April, and into May and June and so forth. So I'm trying to knock songs out so I could release them like in a timely manner. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to be able to do one song every two and a half months, 3 months, because songs don't have a long cycle, and I feel like I have a lot more material. So I kind of got to get it out before I can't get it out. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like I one time I was struggling, like, what am I doing? And now it's like, dude, man, the songs range, bro, from the songs are sick, bro. I'm telling you. Some of this stuff, it's amazing. I'm excited. I've never been excited like that. So
what's
I have enough for a few projects.
So what is it? Are we talking freestyle? We're talking dance? What are we talking about? Or a combination of things?
So because I feel like the songs that I was releasing before weren't very freestyle. And I understand that. They were more dance and pop, and they were like NV songs. You know what I'm saying? So I think now I want to get back into more of an NV freestyle mode. And we did that a little bit with the Gone for Good record. and the next couple are freestyle. And then there's another one which is a little bit more like pop. And then there's more freestyle.
Okay.
So right now I'm looking at potentially 3 projects. I just want to try to hammer these things out, you know what I'm saying, so I could get the records out and, you know, be able to share them, you know what I'm saying. So
that'll be interesting to hear.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
I'm sure we'll get our hands on some of that new NV coming out.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I just need you whatever emails you guys have for the mailing list, I'll put you in and you guys get it as soon as it comes out.
All right, cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, we definitely want to hear some of that. And hey, you never know. You know, in a month or a month and a half from now, we'll probably have NV in the top 10 countdown.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
Never know. We put it out there. We put the songs out there.
Look, I appreciate that. That would be cool, like you said. That'd be cool. I don't.
You don't what? Go ahead.
Well, I don't have when I release music now, I have see, I think that maybe. Oh, that actually explains it, Lex. Okay, the reason why you guys probably didn't get the music is because, so when I go through my distributor, right, and then they go through my management and my team, they have like a set list that they came with.
Okay.
Right? So before, the list we were doing was with Crooked Smile Entertainment. I think that was it, Crooked Smile Entertainment. That was like when I first came out. So we hadn't spoken in that long. That's who has that email.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I think that now, once I get your info, I'll give it to them because they disperse it internationally to most of my clients and most of the people who, like at this point, I feel like, I don't know how everybody else does, okay? But I feel like my main goal as NV when I came back was to find the 2 million people that bought the Some Kind of Love album. If I could find them, then I could keep making music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I don't care about everybody else, but I knew that that was my base. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to find those people. It ended up being more than 2 million. Did you hear that shit? But that's the positive, right? Like you connect with that and you just kind of flip that. You know, the thing now is almost like being able to disperse the music to different countries. You know what I'm saying? Like at one time. You know what I mean? And getting those people over there, because it's not only America. I'm going to be honest with you. I think freestyle is much more popular in other countries than here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even.
Yeah. It is. That is very true. Yeah. That is very true.
Like, there's still some real freestyle heads like us. And there's, I would say, if there's 1 million of them here, there's 3 million in a few other countries I can name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and there's probably more than 1 million for sure.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, so I learned through friends who've done other stuff that you kind of got to find your base.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you're not going to be able to afford to be able to make music, and you're always going to be counting on someone else to fund your music. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, that's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Like that's because that's the other thing too, right? Like if you're asking somebody for something, you can't really. There's only so much you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like you know. So I believe that now, like when you have this whole thing, the way content is created now, the way things are shared, it's more important now than ever to have a little bit more control over your music.
Okay. All right, so we got to get back to the countdown. Noel, it's great having you here. It's a great honor. It was fun seeing you again. You have any words out there for your fans?
Yes. Wow, I love everyone. Hope to see everybody out there, wherever your freestyle shows are. We have some events in California coming up. I've been kind of, I'll be honest with y'all, I've been kind of avoiding doing some gigs. I feel like the last couple of years I've done a good share, and I just want to build my music up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Before I get back out there. Because if you're doing one, it's hard to kind of do both and put 100% into your projects. And I feel like the last couple of projects we did, I was doing more touring. And as far as NV goes, I was putting a lot more into the shows than I was into the music. I'd like to be able to put some more in the music and then like kind of see the shows after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that kind of develop. You know what I mean? So, you know, obviously if everybody's interested, you can still contact us and book NV. If it's intriguing and I'm interested, I will hit you back and, you know, for sure. But right now, kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting threes, brother. I'm shooting threes.
All right, I mean,
great,
man,
that's great.
Great to have you on the show. Noel, you got anything to say then?
No, I was just gonna say, you know, how do you feel and see yourself in that freestyle universe? You know, that Legends of Freestyle universe. You know, where, you know, I know everybody's has their own kind of little corner that, you know, they're in. You know, how do you see yourself amongst all the, you know, all the greats? You know, obviously.
I never did, dude. I'll be honest with you. I always told Lex this. I appreciate that I'm even on Legends because I don't see myself that way. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't, and like I told him, I don't think any person should.
I don't think
really
anybody
say that about
does.
themselves.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's kind of tough, right? When you say somebody's a legend, it's like, oof, you know, that's a lot, you know. The way I look at NV is, I look at NV like he came in '91, right? So he's not an '80s freestyle. That's not '80s freestyle. Okay. So he's like '90s freestyle.
Yeah.
Right. Who else is '90s freestyle?
Oh, you got.
There's tons of it. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of them.
Well, who's a male from that era that was not from the '80s? You know what I mean? It's like I would look at that list and see where I fall among that. I can't compare myself to what came before that. It's like, geez.
But somehow you fit into all of it, though.
Yeah.
I think that our label does, and what we meant to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, like, you know, if you're gonna do the history of freestyle and you're gonna leave out the Planet Rock beat, that's a third. That's a third of the music. You gonna do that? I don't think anybody can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that, you're doing a disservice to the actual history.
That's true. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, it's like even or to Carlos Barros' New School, you're doing a disservice. There was some great songs in the early '90s, late '80s with that beat on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like huge hits. You know, so you gotta. I feel like it's we belong, like, as far as the '90s goes. I think we belong. What do you think? I think we're close to the top. No?
Yeah, I believe that.
As far as the '90s goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still have one of your vinyls left out of the very few that I do have. I think I may still have.
Which one?
I don't know. I gotta have to see. I probably have a couple of them. So I'd have to look. I don't think I had the whole. I had the high power double thing album.
Oh yeah,
I think that's gone. I think that's gone. But I had yours individually.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, I remember that double album.
So, bro, you're in that whole mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate
yourself, High Power Records. You know, all of that. You guys are you're in the pot. Tú estás ahí, tú sabes, en la sopa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beef, you know, you got potatoes, you got corn, you got meat.
Yeah.
You guys are all in.
Asopao, yeah.
So at Asopao, yeah. You guys, yeah. So you guys, you know, you're part of all of that. You know, obviously you're not going to look at yourself.
Like other things, like other genres and everything, we had multiple decades. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I even correct people when they say, like, oh yeah, you know, '80s. I'm like, no, don't do that, because that saying that I'm that is a disservice to the people who actually did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. We just be, you know, just be fair. Everybody's good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just if you keep it a buck, everybody's good. So you know, us was 90s, early 90s into 97 is when we did Crystal Waters and Fantasy Love. So that would probably be the end of it. Yeah. That's a good part of the 90s, right? Like a good 90 to 97, 98, about 8 years.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, just know that you're still considered a legend. So
that's right. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Honestly, bro, like I said before, that's a great thing for someone to say. Okay, but more so than anything, what I think has been legendary is the way people follow our music. Like, I could be in the weirdest place, in a place where I would literally think that no, and somebody will go, oh, I love this song from this person, and then of course the person that I'm with will go, oh, well, he sings this, and then I'm like, God damn it.
Put you on the spot. Ay, Dios mío, ahora tengo que cantar yo aquí enfrente.
We was just having dinner, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden this conversation turns into something else. But that's the small world, and that's the effect that freestyle has had on it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, there's a lot of folks like us who are still out there who have a lot of love for the genre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And still believe in the music. And when we listen to it, we love the feeling of, like you said before, that new music. It makes me happy that they're making new music, because I know that all the DJs now y'all got something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this is our music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like representative of your music. You know?
Well, there's music coming out now that rivals music from back then.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot, because obviously, you know, the classic freestyle is, you know, it's considered untouchable.
Yeah.
But the level just continues to go up up. Even if it's an inch, music's coming out. You know, some of these artists
and the
putting out music that can rival.
The way the technology makes stuff sound right now, you don't have to do much from me. Honestly.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, is legendary though. That collection you got behind you.
Oh yeah, that is, yeah.
Oh man,
it's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's good. So yeah, we're gonna get back to the countdown, and yeah. So you know, chat with the fans, you know, in the chat room.
I will do that
and things like that, absolutely. And you know, have some fun. So Alex,
yeah. It was great.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, it was great to have you on again. I hope we don't take too long in periods not to talk to each other again. You know.
No.
Yeah, another 10 years.
Yeah. All right, Noel. Take care, man.
All right, man.
All right, we're back here live on the Freestyle Spotlight. Man, that was a great interview with Envy. Man, we're all nerds, but we found out all three of us are nerds.
Yeah, man, we are, and that's a good thing. We say that with the I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
I'm obviously my favorite thing is Iron Man, and you know, I like all the Marvels. I love all the stuff. I've been a nerd all my life.
Yeah,
you know, Transformers. I mean, it don't matter, you know, whatever. Yeah. In this case, he's got a lot of cool collectibles. You know, horror movies.
That was cool. Yeah,
type of things. You know? That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy, you know, and that it's just he's got him and his wife. They obviously they and that's fantastic how they both have the same mindset when it comes to that.
That's good because that's very rare. That's very rare where a couple like the same thing and doing those collections.
Yeah. That's fantastic. I mean, man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, we just had a lot of fun with him. A lot of interesting stuff, like you know, his song having. On the side B, actually having the Planet Rock beat first before Little Susie.
Yeah.
You know, when like first before actually, like his was just like he said, it was just a version where hers was actually the song.
Yeah,
you know, that's how it was.
True, yeah.
So that's the original song. So that's very interesting. You know, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, me neither.
So I wonder how that could have been, had it been the other way, you know, done differently. Who knows? But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and you know, we always welcome him back anytime he wants to come back on. We had a good time.
We can hang out. We can hang out and show our collections because I got my collections. You know,
at
You know, so.
Hey, you bring your collection, you bring your collection, I bring my collection.
That's right,
you bring all kinds of collections. Be a bunch of nerds on
that's right.
Countdown.
Yep.
But you know what? You know, those that did come to see the interview and everything is definitely appreciated. Or if you're tuning in, and while we're talking about that, yes, and definitely appreciate you guys as well tuning in on any of the stations, F4E, Weapon, Boricua Posse, LMC, Freestyle Lovers, Music Lovers, Classic 407, Latino 407. You know, we're here obviously in Extreme Mix Radio.
Yes.
You know, if I missed anybody, I apologize. But that's just off the top of my head. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in the chat room right now. You know, chatting away. I sound like a broken record. I say that every week. Just, you know, I appreciate it. And yeah, well, you know, look, I'm an appreciative person. You know, I know you are too.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, we appreciate everybody, you know, taking the Sunday evening, you know, to spend time with us. So, all right. So, and now that we got that out of the way, what else do we have, Alex?
We got 2 new debuts this week on the countdown. And the first one is coming from Jenny Liz. It's called
Jenna Liz.
Yeah, it's called Falling for You. You ready?
Falling for You. Oh, hey, shout out to Jenna Liz. Go.
Let's go.
I think about you all the time. Your eyes, your smile, haven't seen in a while. I miss your touch, I need you so much. Why did you leave me? Where did you go? Can't live without you, I need you so. Dreaming of you and what we could be. I need you, baby, come back to me.
falling for me too.
right, y'all. First debut here in the Freestyle Spotlight. That was from Jenny Liz, Falling For You. It sounds like pre-freestyle, but it's pretty good track. Noel?
Yeah, pre-freestyle meets a little bit of rock.
Yeah, a little bit of rock, yep.
Yeah, no, it's pretty dope. I like it. I like it actually better than her other song, Complicated.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I could see this song. I could see the song making the countdown. I could see it getting some votes, getting on the countdown. So if you like it, vote on it.
Yeah, vote on it.
I think it's pretty dope.
That's it.
You know, it's pretty dope. So but like I said, my particular opinion, I like this one better than her other. Her other track that she came out not so long ago. Not that it's a bad track. It's just I like this. I guess I like the guitar.
Yeah.
Aspect of it. So, Jenna Liz, Falling For You. You like it? Vote on it.
That's right.
What else we got, Andy?
All right, our second and last debut here on the Freestyle Spotlight is coming from Julio Mena, and the track is called The Same. Ready?
Julio Mena, The Same.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The other day, and told me that you two were holding hands, and for a fact it wasn't me. Now right away I said this couldn't be you, girl. There's no way in this world that you would play this game, but if it's true, baby girl, that's cool. I got something just for you. I'm not anybody's fool. Got me in my feelings right now, but I promise when I get through this, I'll never be the same. 'Cause what you did is unforgivable. I just pray that this new one that you have will do you the same. Do you the same? Do you the same? I'm driving through the city thinking of your life. Promised me I was the only one. I gotta tell you, girl, you got me good. You are the reason my love just died, baby. You must have thought I was a clown to think you could pull the wool right over my eyes. The shame of you. You think that you're so good. You're a fool to think that I would've never known. You got me in my feelings right now, but I when I get through this, I'll never be the same. 'Cause what you did is unforgivable. I just pray that this new one that you have will do you the same.
All right, Joe, that was our second debut here in the Freestyle Spot on Content. That was Julio Mena with The Same. The track is dope, and I got to thank Aldo Marin for submitting that track to us.
Cutting Records.
Yeah, Cutting.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'd have to give it a little bit more listen, a couple more listens. But I think overall it's pretty low. I could see that one making the countdown too.
Yeah. So
and if you like it,
That's right. So don't forget, it's eligible to be voted onto the countdown. So vote, get them on the countdown if you want.
Yeah, you got two pretty good, debuts this week, so I could see both of them making it.
That's right.
We'll see what they would land next week if they do make it. That'd be interesting.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
That would be very
All right, so it's time for La Robichuela y Chuleta, right?
Oh, no. You got it all wrong, Alex.
Okay.
What are you doing, man? This is the meat and potatoes of the show.
Gotcha.
Arroz bichuela con chuleta doesn't come until
later.
The top.
Okay.
Yeah. We like to have fun here, guys. So,
yeah.
that's just the way we do. But no, we are at the number 5 spot. We are at the number 5 spot. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yes, it is, yeah.
What numbers, if any, do you have yet?
All right. Landing on number 5 this week on the countdown, making his 18th appearance on the countdown, was number 5 last week. It's number 5 is C-Bank with Heaven.
Ooh.
She's holding on.
C-Bank holding strong. C-Bank's like, wait a second, I'm coming back too. I can do that too.
Yeah.
I can move up too. But she's holding strong at number 5. So C-Bank with Heaven at number 5 on the Freestyle Spotlight Countdown. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Number 5. This is going to count the night with C-Bank with Heaven. Man, that track knows how to hold on for not to leave the countdown, huh?
That track is trying to make its way. Try to make its way all the way back up to the number 1 spot.
Yeah, that's just trying to do. Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a drink out of this, and whoever can tell me what this is, I'll send a shout out to them next week's show. So.
All right.
Let me take a quick sip. Whatever this is, let us know in the chat room. The first person, pretty good.
It was good.
First person to let me. Yeah, it's good. It's good, good stuff. The first person to get it right gets a shout out next week.
All right.
What we got, Alex? Any
right.
numbers?
Yeah, I got one. Number 4 this week in the countdown. Making its third appearance was number 6 last week, so it jumped. And number 4 is Karina with "Don't Take Your Love."
Well, okay.
So it's moving back up.
Moving back up. All right.
All right, so let's listen to the track and we'll be back.
Dancing.
All right, y'all. Number 4, this is going to count. And I was Karina with Don't Take Your Love. Man, moving up, huh?
Yeah. She went down a little bit, but she debuted at number 4.
Yeah.
Went down a little bit, went back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who knows? I mean, the votes can continue coming in. You know,
yeah.
Maybe her and PJ might have a number 1 on their hands. You know, down the road.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
I mean, they still got 2 songs in the countdown, because obviously Peter produced "Take Me Away" for her. You know, and you know that's sitting at number 10 on the cliff.
Yeah.
So they still got 2 songs, and you know, shout outs to them for that. You know, both songs are great.
Yes, it is.
This song, for what I understand, she "Don't Take Your Love." She did that so to kind of inspire, I guess you could say, Lydia Lee Love to come back and sing.
To come back to sing. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a real nice way to kind of kind of do that. It's really nice. I mean, it's a great track.
It is
really well done. The original is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yes. Mine too. Yeah.
Mine too. It is just one of those songs that is just like perfection.
Yes.
You know, and to this day you can hear it now. God, I don't even know when it came out. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time.
And you hear it now, and it's like it came out yesterday.
Yeah, it's so true.
It is so good. It's so good. But yeah, Karina at number 4 with "Don't Take Your Love." It's pretty good. What else do we have, Alex?
Oh, my button is stuck. It won't show number 3 spot. Hold on a minute.
You get the numbers for it, man?
All right.
Who's in number 3? Who's in number 3?
Number 3. Making its third appearance in the show. Oh, wow. Nice jump.
Okay.
Was number 7 last week on the countdown.
Tony Moran.
Tony made it to number 3 spot.
Oh, snap. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a pretty good jump right there.
The song Hurts So Bad. So, you ready to play this track?
Let's go.
Let's go.
If I could live another day to take back
All right, y'all. Coming number 3. This is gonna count. That was Tony Moran with "Hurt So Bad." I got a feeling that track is gonna hit number 1. What do you think, Noel?
I don't know. I hear it often in my head.
Yeah.
You know, I often say that with different tracks. This happens to be one of those. It's a really nice song.
Yeah.
And has a very good meaning to it. And I don't know. It's just I could definitely see it hit number 1.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it will, but I could definitely see it. And like I said, I hear it on my head all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to it now, and I'm just makes me think about a lot of things. It really does, but
yeah.
Regardless, we've got to continue on.
Yep.
Now we have Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can
say la arabichuela y chuleta time, right?
Exactly. Now you got it right. See,
yeah.
See, you gotta come in.
Yeah.
Got the top 2 coming up.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting considering everything we've already heard.
Yes.
This means this is telling me that there's a song that either went back to number 1, either way went up.
Yeah.
Or did another song stay at number 1?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't wanna make the call.
Yeah.
I don't have the numbers. I don't know who's who.
Let me check what's going on.
That's on you, Alex. What have we got?
All right. All right, we got number 2 right now. This track was number 3 last week. So you know who was number 3 last week? Jumps to number 2
Moving
now.
back up again. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Making his 4th appearance in the countdown. And number 2 is Clear Touch with I Know.
Number 2 again.
Again.
Right. Well, not again because they dropped to number 3, but
yeah.
Now they moved up to number 2, so that's very interesting.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
right, chart number 2 this week in the countdown. That was Clear Touch with I Know. It's like they're moving up.
Song.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving back up. Yeah. So is this the battle? Is this the battle they're gonna have? Because I thought that. Well, I shouldn't say that because these songs go up and down. But
yeah,
I thought before there was gonna be a tighter battle. Then they kind of dropped it to number 3, but now they moved up to number 2. So I don't know.
Let's see what's going on.
I mean, I don't know. There could be a little bit of a battle right there. Because let's just be honest. We know who number 1.
We know already. Yeah, we know, so
we don't need the numbers for this one.
Yeah,
we already know.
I know.
I mean, well, we do, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. But before we do get into any of that, let's give a quick shout out to all the stations.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody listening, everybody in the chat room every week. We definitely appreciate it. Taking your time on Sunday evenings. We're here 5 o'clock, 5 to 7 p.m. typically on Sundays Eastern time. So thank you to everybody that stops in every week. And
let's say our goodbyes before we play the number 1 song.
Again, just thank you to everybody. We try, like I said at the beginning of the show, we try to bring you a good show. We try to vary things up. It's never perfect. I mean, but that's just the way the world works. But we do appreciate that you guys stick with us, through the good, through the bad.
Yeah.
We always definitely try to give you guys, good music. And with that said, for the producer of the show, DJ Lex, and myself, DJ Noel Nice, we're signing off this week. See you next week. Alex, you already know who number 1 is.
All right, number 1 song this week was making its 4th appearance on the show. And number 1 here is 3 to the Max with I Knew It Was You. And it's 2 weeks in a row at number 1. See you guys next week.
Peace.
first date you were oh so fine. The way you looked, it really blew my mind. I knew there wouldn't be another. When you kissed me, when I held you tight, it was hard for me to end this night. I knew that you would be my lover.
You're listening to Stream Mix Radio. The worldwide talk station.
CFMAM Productions.
Oh, man. Radio has gotten boring.
Don't worry, we have a procedure for these situations.
Hey! Let's go, let's go!
Music Lovers Radio and Freestyle Lovers Radio. Radio stations bringing back the fun.
You may take a break. Not us. We never take a break. We're always on.
MiamiMikeRadio.com.
Music 24/7.
You're in the mix. Mix. On Classic 407. 407. Banging all the hits.
Weber.fm.
You're listening to Vibe 24/7.
24/7.
Banging all the hits you love. Feel the vibe.
LMC Radio, playing music to touch your heart, and your mind to make you feel good.
FreestyleForever.com.
Latino 407, la emisora donde vive el corazón de nuestra gente.